What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Savage Land. Welcome to another episode of Soapbox. And if you're new to the Savage Land, basically it's my commentary show where I pretty much just run my mouth. Pretty much the day in the life of the collector, a week in the life of collector of me. Pretty much what toys I'm interested in, what I've seen on Facebook, what I've seen on Instagram. And it's all based around this toy hobby, this toytainment, this toy culture, and I just incorporate my regular life in it, man. So let's jump right into it, which in the first segment we call community, and then on the back end we're going to have a hot topic or pretty much topic of discussion, and which I thought was pretty much appropriate for the weekend is the Cobra Eels. I call it License to Eel. But let's get into community. And the first thing I want to talk about in community is pretty much what I've seen. PowerCon is going on this weekend. A con I'm not really interested into is more like Motu, Legions, the Four Horsemen type ordeal with, but it's more than that. But that is the basis of it. That's why it's power. Like, I have the power. NECA's out there, Valaverse is out there. I'm not too sure if Mattel might be out there, but Super 7 is out there. So it has these companies out there attending. And what they showed was the Ninja Turtles Lair for $2.99. I'm gonna call cap on this. I think this is cap. I think this is they trying to run a audible here where they say it costs more, and then when it finally comes out, it's a little bit less. Why would they be announcing that on the pre-order? I don't know. I'm not really interested in grabbing this. I really don't have the room for it. But I think it's cap. I think it's almost like the Cat's Lair. They said that was going to be $900 for Super 7, which this is totally different companies, NECA and Super 7, and it ended up being $650. I just don't see this thing being $300. I'm looking at about $150. I think $150 will get her done. It has enough room in it, because as you obviously can see, there's a turtle van there, and it comes with furniture and I guess accessories. The City Dio is about $100 when I first looked at it. 3 years ago, and I don't know what it is, but I don't feel that thing. I do not like that City Dio. I think it looks cheap. I don't like the shit, okay? But hey, to each his own. But that thing was like $100, $120 right there. So I don't know. We're gonna see. But they're bolstering $299. But I think I'm gonna call cap. I think it's gonna be a lot less than that. I just don't see where the value is. I don't even see it being that big. To be quite honest with you, it's fit that van in there, and that's about it. To piggyback on that, also what I'm interested in is the accessory pack with the 4 baby turtles. I need to find out when that comes out. If anybody knows, hit me on my Instagram at Geppetto910. Let me know. Help me keep tabs on that, because I want those baby turtles to put in my set of turtle variants that I will be building. And I'm probably going to do an episode of rearranging my Ninja Turtle shelf. I'm going to let them grab 2 shelves. Good guys, bad guys, or separated from cartoon or Super 7 or whatever. We're going to see. But that shelf needs to be broken up and displayed better. But yeah, that's the only thing I've seen that I'm interested in. Also, Valaverse had that Horde Swarm Trooper, but it's $44, and I think I'm gonna pass on that. I wish it didn't have that backpack. I was about to like talk major shit. I'm like, why is this $44? Like, but I seen it has a little Buzzbee backpack, and that's cool. I'm not really a big fan of that backpack. I mean, I don't like it, to be honest with you. I like that figure, but I just think they took that B that B theme a little overboard with the rocket pack is like B wings and shit. If it's a rocket pack, why the fuck do you need B wings? Let's go through the weekly pickups that I got. Pretty much I went to Ollies, and I was gonna have this as 2 parts, but I'll just do it at one. I'll do my adventures at Ollies, and I'll do pretty much my weekly pickups, which everything I pretty much got this week was from Ollies. I picked up the Fortnite boat for $14.99. I picked up the Bucky O'Hare series figures, this frog guy and this bunny girl that I actually went back and got today. I picked both of those up for $5.99. Also, Ollies knows that we take pictures. This is a stamp dispenser right here. Take a look at it. This is not a toy. It was in the toy section, and it was about 5 or 6 deep, so it just wasn't misplaced. So they know something is going on. Like, why would you put this in the toy section when this is clearly a household item? This it looks like a toy. It definitely does, and it's gonna work. That's why I brought it. But it actually dispenses stamps. Also from Ollies, I picked up the glider from Fortnite. $3.99. That's not bad for a stand with the glider. I think this thing usually costs about $10 or $12, but $3.99, it was worth giving a go. I think one of my better pickups this week was Dr. Banner and Hulk. Seen this in GameStop for $60. Had to get him, man. Pretty dope figures. I'm really feeling this Hulk. I like the way his head is bigger. I'm trying to do a review on him, but my mic sucks, so I might have to do the review the old way and just speak while I'm doing a review instead of doing a voiceover. But I lost the glasses to Dr. Banner, so be careful. And don't you hate when you do something like, I knew the glasses was gonna be hell to keep up with. They had a piece of tape on them. I taped them to the box, left them downstairs in the basement, and now I can't find them. I'm trying to think, did my baby girl get a hold of them when I came in to do something the other day? But yeah, I lost Dr. Banner's glasses, and that actually really pisses me off, to be quite honest. So one more thing I was interested in was this 1/6 scale Kurt Cobain figure that I seen on Big Bad Toy Store. Now, I'm a huge Nirvana fan. I love Kurt Cobain. Just a certain period of my time, I really just kind of picked that album up, which I always liked it as a kid, but actually sitting down listening. One of my favorite albums is Nirvana Unplugged, the MTV album. Which they did with a acoustic, and I think sometimes it was an electric acoustic guitar, but basically taking the guitar, that electric sound out of it, and that is one of my favorite albums. And just when I see this figure here, it just reminds me of that. But a cool 1/6 scale figure. I don't really dabble in 1/6 scale, and this is a pretty penny. This is $325. But what I'm hoping would happen is I got a Michael Jordan that I'm waiting on pre-order with Big Bad Toy Store. That's a 1/6 scale figure. He was $300 and something, but he's knocked down to like $180. I can swing that for a great 1/6 scale, soft goods. He has a couple of different heads, comes with a couple of different cigarettes. He has a mic stand, he has a guitar. They frequent, hey, here's a bonus, some glasses, but they gave him some glasses too. And I think it's an awesome figure. He looks like he has a VIP pass, like a backstage pass, but just that sweater. And I'm hoping, because this looks like a digital render, that the face sculpt looks good on him. But this is something quirky that I'm into. I think it's just a little bit too pricey for me, but I know you paid that for these type of figures. But we'll see. But I'm definitely interested in it. I'm definitely interested in this figure right here. All right, this is from Hip Hop Golden Era's 80s and 90s. It says, which tape you bumping first? It has Fugees, The Score, Outkast, Southern Listing Playlist, Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, Dr. Dre, The Chronic, A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, and Nas, Illmatic, Wu-Tang Clan. All of these albums are a little bit before my time besides Fugees, The Score. I remember riding with my older brother in the car, bumping that and actually liking that. That was kind of one of my first albums. Like 1996 was like the first year I could really kind of understand and vibe with hip hop, because I was and shout out to Happy Birthday Hip Hop 50th anniversary of hip hop. I think it was yesterday. But that's one of the first tapes I could understand, because I was in middle school and you know, just getting older. So I don't know. I would probably have to say The Score, because I understood it first. Now Illmatic is the joint, but I like It Was Written over Illmatic, and I like Wu-Tang Forever over 36 Chambers, because those albums, even though I love them, I still listen to them to this day. They're just a little bit before my time. I really adapt to albums when I'm actually out in the street moving around. Like I'm like 12, 13 years old, I was already kind of like moving around. Wasn't like nothing crazy, nothing, but hey, your boy was, he was outside, as they would say. You always do it. You do it again, man. Look. This is a great Mr. T. I need to figure out what body are they putting this Mr. T on. Is it heavy duty roadblock, regular roadblock? What body? Do any of you guys know? This is X-Men Addicts original group, which I like this group here. I'll get into it in a second. This is said, can Wolverine get a tattoo? And I know why they're asking that, because of his healing factor. The answer is yes, he can get a tattoo and it will heal up quick. But you're saying, well, how can he? Because it's scarred, but the ink's going to stay inside his body. It's not going to spit the ink out. I don't know. It might reject it. Who knows? But I'm thinking he can get a tattoo. It's just going to heal extremely fast. It's going to peel and already be like a worn tattoo by the time a week later comes. But I think his skin can hold the ink. Also, to piggyback on that, in the X-Men Addicts group, they got me feeling like a superstar, man. I've never put a picture up and it got 250 likes. Now, granted, there's not much going on with this picture, but I did the walk pretty good with several people and made it look natural, which I'll toot my own horn on that. But, you know, I could always use more accessories or more just things in there. But sometimes I just like to keep it plain. What I do not like about this is I don't have Vulcan. And I was supposed to put a review on. That's actually like the thumbnail picture that I was going to use. But I don't have Vulcan, and I don't feel right doing that review without Vulcan. And it was because I got Corsair. And I just didn't want to do a Corsair review. I was just going to do 3 generations of studs, the Summers. And as soon as I get Vulcan, that review will be out. But X-Men Addicts got me to want to put some more pictures up. Got me feeling good, man. And I think it's like a overseas group. A lot of Spanish-speaking people in there. I don't know if it's from South America or not. But hey, I don't get no love here in America. And with some like music acts and stuff, like if you wondering where they're at, and if they might have been a one-hit wonder here, they probably killing it over in Europe. They probably having a good time over in Asia. You know, people probably really feeling them, and that's probably what's going on here. Because never in my life have I ever got 250 likes on social media for any of my pics. And I know sometimes it's cap and clout because some pics people be having 1,000 likes on. Like, okay, they must just be consistent. But X-Men Addict groups, I'm gonna put more pictures up. Y'all got me. Y'all got your boy feeling good. All right, this is not from anything. This is from Facebook. It says Lil Wayne says everyone has face tattoos because of him. Think about that. He's correct. And they all look like shit. Also from hip-hop golden era, 80s and 90s, what was the first song you heard from Eminem that made you gain respect from him? Shit, it really ain't a song. The first time I heard him rap, be honest with you. But his songs, Stan, which is an awesome song. And Whatever You Say I Am. I like that song. I like the video too. He was ripping it. He was ripping it on that. And I will say this about Eminem. He gets a lot of flack because he's white. It almost kind of reminds me of Christian McCaffrey. Go Panthers, keep pounding. We got our ass whooped today too in preseason. But that's preseason. But Christian McCaffrey is a white running back. And I think he was off the radar for a long time because he was a white running back. Just stereotypes reversed in a way. And Eminem catches a lot of flack because he's white. But a true MC is a true MC. And when I see him talk about hip-hop, he's from the essence of it. Like, his favorite rappers are Tretch. Like, how many motherfuckers you know that says that? And Tretch was good, you know what I'm saying? But his favorite rapper is Tretch, because that's just his era. That early 90s, 91, 92, Pac, he loved that. And I can tell he's a student of the game, man. So I always give Eminem his flowers. Pick only 3 rappers to form a rap group. This is hip-hop of the 90s. I don't even know if I'm a part of this group, but I just like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it has Snoop, Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Ice Cube, Black Thought, and Andre 3000. And my personal group is, I'm going with Nas, Andre 3000, and Ice Cube. And the reason why I say Ice Cube, because he has that Jerry curl, and that's when he was snapping. I don't really feel Ice Cube later on in his years. That's but the 7 trees and keys. Nah. That's not getting it for me, okay? What's getting it for me is Ice Cube in 87, 88. He was really before his time, to be honest with you. How complex his rap was and how rapid that flow was. It was a machine gun, be honest with you. Like, he slowed his flow down later on in the 90s to more of like a stylized flow, which I heard he stole from this underground rapper, that staccato style where he's dragging, because he didn't never always rhyme like that. But this Ice Cube right here, if you smoke crack, you's a stupid motherfucker, known in the yard as just, you know, so that type of shit, that type of Ice Cube, man. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. Nas, I think that's a balanced team. Nas can run the gangster tip and he can run an educated tip. Andre 3000 is gonna run an educated tip, and then Ice Cube in this era right here is a gangster tip, but also more of a militant type tip. And then y'all can rhyme their ass off, and I think this is a strong team right here. That's my 3: Nas, Andre 3000, and Ice Cube. Somebody on my Instagram named Agent Gomez has the Deadpool in hand from the 2-pack. And might I say, it looks real good. It looks real good. I can't really wait to get this thing in my hand. So we'll see when it shows up, but this looks good. Fairy again, man. There's nothing else to say about Fairy, man. I don't be wanting to put his shit up all the time like that, but I just can't help it, man. This looks good, man. This looks really good. My man Arthur Harvietro. I'm hoping I'm saying that right too, man. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But he put the I grabbed the photos from him the other week, where he did Fei Long and Jackie Chun. And man, he poses up his figures real good. I'm really feeling this SH Figure Arts Saget versus, looks like the Jada Toys Ryu. Great posing, great posing. I have a pair of shorts with Saget's doing that kick over his head like that, and it looks just like that. Leg very elongated. He's got his stance right, flat foot on the bottom. The way his arms is, that perfect balance to do a kick like that. You got to get your arms out to get that balance going because you got your leg up. So man, what a great pose. What great pictures, man. Very subtle too. Some like this picture where Ryu's down. A very simple, subtle pose, but you have to do it right. You have to position right, and then you have to crop right, and then you have to angle right to have that up from the floor type look, man. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then this face smash, awesome. Then he put the blurred effect on it. Dope, 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 dope. Arthur, man, Arthur, it's always a pleasure, man, for your pictures to be up on. Anytime I can use them, man, hey, I'll be glad too, man. And it's not like, well, I had him last week. It's that good. I'm like, man, let me see what's up. And I went back through. I was like, oh, it's my man from a couple weeks ago, man. So awesome pictures, awesome pictures. Keep posing them, family. You're doing a great job. This is a picture from Throwback Lounge right here. All the 90s. And the only reason I'm showing you this is because I had this shirt and I'm pretty sure 1,000 other damn people who's watching me right now has it. Or had it. Hip-hop, golden era, 80s and 90s. What is the best era of hip-hop? And I would have to go with my era, and that's 96 to 2000. Because I give it 4-year intervals and then it changes over. I think 96 to 2000, you got a lot of great albums. You got DMX first album, you got Big Pun first album, you got Wu-Tang second album, you got Pac album, you got Life After Death, you got Nas second album, Illmatic, then a couple other albums from Nas. Then you have Jay-Z's Run, where he takes the pretty much the lead in hip-hop from 96 to 2000. By the time 2000 came out, he had the torch. 2000, who showed up? Nelly dropped his album in 2000, which was it was okay, but I ain't gonna front like I ain't listened to it. So a lot of great albums, a lot of underground albums. That's around time. Ruckus Records was around. Black Thought, well, The Roots with Black Thought. I was thinking Most Def, Talib Kweli. So just a whole lot. Eminem came out around that time. Dr. Dre dropped his album. So 96 to 2000 is really what kicked off what we see today, that hip hop is a cash cow. Now the skills and stuff may not still be there, but they kicked it off to, hey, it's time to get some money. It's time to take the lead. It's time to show that we are here. This ain't shit, just a picture of downtown Charlotte at night. Charlotte is actually has a beautiful landscape at night. The way they light their buildings, they either gonna light them like the Hornets or the Panthers, and both are very nice colors, processed blue or I forgot the name of that purple that goes with Charlotte. But everybody had a Charlotte Hornets jacket in the early 90s, so everybody liked, I guess, a fluorescent type color. But looks good. Marvelous action figure poses. He's gotten so good to, like, anything he fucking does, yo, it just looks good. And all he has is this thing sitting on the side of the cup, and just the way he has it cropped, the way he has it angled, I mean, it looks like some Mr. Fantastic type shit, man. Diamond Select Mr. Fantastic right here, though. But Marvelous action figure poses he's on point. This was a pretty cool photo right here. Somebody put a Wolverine head, and I guess it's the movie Wolverine, that's what it looks like, head on a Valorverse body. And it looks pretty good on a Swarm body. I think Swarm Horde, whatever their name is, on that body. And that looks really freaking good, man. Like it surprisingly looks so good. Like, wow, I'm pretty sure it's a lot taller than what Wolverine should be, but that movie Wolverine is quite a tall figure for Wolverine. It's not like the other comic and cartoon ones. But that looks really good. Bravo to whoever this is. I don't even know their name. It's in Arabic, the whole thing. Like, I don't understand that. So hopefully they'll see this one day. And this was good right here. What a great idea. Ooh. Recent shipping data shows that the HasLab G.I. Joe series His Tank has hit the land in US. So time is going by fast. It's August now. Pretty soon it'll be September. They said late fall, but I'm like, I just can't see that. Late fall. I'm thinking like mid-fall. We probably should have these things in hand probably October. Who knows? Might start seeing some stuff coming September, end of September. We'll see. And this picture right here is just somebody saying my table tonight, but I actually have this boat now, and it's a lot bigger in hand than what I thought it was. This thing is actually pretty big, man. You have to really step back to try to get this in a shot or crop it in a shot because it's at least 12 inches long. All right, let's get into a section of Soapbox this week I want to call G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. And this is dedicated to Mr. Cheeseburger, aka Pensive Melancholy. I believe I said that right, but Mr. Cheeseburger does not back down. He will always let me know G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. And he's right, he is correct, Even though I always state to him, like, hey man, I still do like Valaverse. Am I a Valaverse fanboy? No. But I will cherry pick the items I want. I do like messing with Valaverse, but I wanted to dedicate this to Mr. Cheeseburger. This G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe because I'm going to say something because I'm going to agree with him of something he said to me. But this is basically just going through the G.I. Joe pictures this week. So first, let's just start off with G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe is a guy has found rock and roll at Walmart for $9, and as you can see, the price was already lower than the retro cards, $21.88. And he's like, geez, Walmart, twist my arm. For that price, I would have brought him 2, and I already have 2 rock and rolls. So further proof that they're trying to clear out so they can make way for those Range Vipers and all those new Walmart exclusives. So here's a photo right here. It says, so the new Black Widow head on CoverGirl's body is a total winner in my opinion. My friend, any Black Widow head I found out looks better on CoverGirl's body. Also, another guy with rock and roll says, I'm a little late to the party, but I finally got my hands on rock and roll. My friend, you are never late because rock and roll is a good friend, and you're never late when you're rock and roll. I like this right here. This guy says, thank you, faceless Target employee. And it looks like he took the Reaction G.I. Joe for $19.99, which was half off at $11.99, and scanned that for his torpedo purchase. And this is pretty cool. Here, I mean, hey, do it however you feel like you need to do it. But I'm a creep. I look at people's threads and I read the comics and comments, and a guy said, did you get that for price or receipt, please? And then it says regular price $19.99. Where, what year is that? And one guy says it's the tag from the Super 7 reactions. But then you got this guy here. It says, sick of you guys cheating the store. Just stop collecting. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. That guy's a pussy. Cap this with the G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. Mr. Cheeseburger, you are right. G.I. Joe is kicking Valaverse's ass, to be quite honest with you. And like I said, it's friendly competition to me. I do purchase Valaverse. I cherry pick through what I want, but as you can all know, I'm a G.I. Joe guy. And I just have to be quite honest with what I see. They're fucking bombarding them right now. I mean, the releases are good as far as the action figures. They got great HasLabs from what I see, and we'll see with the His Tank. And also, they're starting to go into the smaller vehicles with this Vamp situation going on. So, to me, Valaverse has the Vanguard truck going on for it, and it has a few other things going on. But G.I. Joe is just kicking their ass, man. They really are. I need to do a G.I. Joe versus Valaverse and just call it Blitzkrieg, because that's what's going on with G.I. Joe. They bombing the shit out of them. So, Mr. Cheeseburger, you are right. G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe, and they're kicking their ass right now. All right, right quick, also from Gridiron Studios, my man North Carolina Window Cleaning just sent me a picture on Instagram of a ghillie suit. Looks like they got a snow ghillie suit going. I think the other green one is also out too. If Valaverse's is cheaper, to be quite honest, I'm gonna buy Valaverse's ghillie suit, but their ghillie suit looked really good. It had a real long weeds on it, and now they have a snow suit coming out. Don't know the price just yet, but just a heads up. And thank you North Carolina Window Cleaning guy from my city, man. So I got people on all fronts now. Well, not all fronts, but some. Thank you. Last but not least, we have the hot topic, License to Eel, and it's all based around the Cobra Eel, which has caused a uproar with the community this week. And I'll go through some pictures, some funny things that I've seen, just with all based around the eels, and it's just a license to eel. So let's go with it. One guy showed me that you can switch the flippers around. And I thought that too, but he actually digitally did it. The black and red flippers are for torpedo, and the black flippers are on the cobra eel, but they actually look better flipped around. The black and red flippers for the eel, and the black flippers for torpedo. Now try saying that 4 or 5 times. I seen this on Gijoe Uncensored. My apologies to everyone that bought an eel off me. Amazon delayed my delivery. I returned your money. He hustling. Hey, somebody brought him. Hey, that's on them. But like I said, I'm a creep. I look inside the thread, so it says probably not a good idea to scout things that you don't have in hand. Oh, this guy here said, dude, I think that's awesome business practice. At least you're refunding it. A lot of people would just ignore you until they got it. And screw the haters, laughing out loud. Or people are too lazy to order it themselves, then why shouldn't you make a few bucks off of them? He says, wasn't breaking people's banks. Either sold 7 of them for 40, which covered the 3 I'm keeping. This sort of goofy ass sales technique causes a sort of situation. Buying hordes and acting like a retailer with no actual inventory for a few bucks. Buy a few if you want to flip, and then flip when in hand. But like, who are you to say that? This is a dope picture right here. G.I. Joe Classified Elite. The levy is destroyed, Cobra Commander. Your eels now have control of the city. And I like the way this photo looks. I like the reflection coming off the water. It's greatly cropped, and I think it looks good, man. These eels have been the talk of the town, man. I mean, they're great figures, and they're just so plain, but they're just great. Oh, this was funny right here. It says, I have 3 Cobra eels sealed in their box for trade, in search of a 1986 Honda Civic. Damn. Boy, these eels getting out of hand, boy. Another trade. Since the last trade proposal went very well, here's another one. Need only 4 Cobra eels to get this STC Chuckles exclusive. Sold out everywhere. This is also a good picture too. It's showing the eel loaded out with all his gear, and it just says Waterworks. Boombada Kerstad. I actually mentioned him. I said, man, you do great pictures, and he's not really doing too much, but this is just showing the love and beauty of an action figure at its truest right here. This is dope. The eel's a good looking figure, man. And then this all piggybacks back to me. I know I said it last week that, hey, the eels are shipping, but unfortunately mine's got delayed. Aww. But I'm not the only one. My man, North Carolina window cleaner, actually lives in the city I live in, and he said his got delayed too. So I believe people will really have propaganda against people who live in the South, because everybody from the Midwest got these damn things, and everybody up north got them. Why we ain't got ours, huh? Why? But I'm not a crybaby. It's cool, man. They will come. To be honest with you, I want to get a torpedo. I got my shipwreck. I finally got the Fortnite boats, which my collecting is full circle. It's always full circle, baby. So by the time these eels come, that'll be cool. But the hot topic is with these eels is they are an Amazon exclusive. Why would you do an Amazon exclusive on an army builder? No brainer. Especially one that's pretty plain and common. Like, this is not like some type of special geared up aquatic trooper for Cobra. This is their regular Cobra aquatics trooper, man. Like, so why? So it's leaving in the situation is, okay, they sold out like it was nothing. You can't be really mad at people for buying 5, 7, 10, shit, 20 if they want it. Me, I brought 7 myself. 1, because I wanted to go and get my army build out the way. Keep 2 in the cut for myself. 5, I open up. That's usually what I used to see, about 5 eels. It's only probably like one time in G.I. Joe I seen 20 eels swimming, and they were mostly background guys, just kind of swimming to build out a scene. But I wouldn't knock somebody if they got 20. I mean, it's a beautiful figure. So you can't knock people for that. So they sold out, but it's only funneled through this one company. It's not like BBTS. It's not like you're gonna see them on the shelves. So what do you do? Do you wait? Or do when they come back up, you smash on them? Me, I would say go ahead and jump on them, because you don't know. You don't know Amazon. Like, why would they do that? Like, why would they funnel it through them? Who knows? And then again, it could be a situation where Amazon is just gauging, seeing what they need, and then put in a huge order where there's so many that it gets like Roadblock. But see, we can't treat this like Roadblock. Roadblock's not an army builder. Roadblock did the same thing. He sold out. He started coming back up periodically, and then until he was there, and he was a peg warmer at Amazon. Sometimes he would dip below $20. Now he's kind of back up there to 30 something. Maybe in the mid 30s, but he's not an army builder. And how many roadblocks do you need? How many roadblocks do you need to fodder? With the eel, you don't need to fodder it. All you have to do is just army build it. So if you want 5, 10, 15, 20, you can have 20 of the same figure. It doesn't have to be different or mismatch or anything like that. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to do. So they can either overshoot or undershoot. In the position that we're in now, where I have not seen any eels pop back up, not even for a little bit. Oh, this one for $80. I forgot about this. This was supposed to be a part of the picture collage, but for $80 you can get one. But see, that's bullshit. That's scalping right there. But hey, if somebody wants to pay for it, shit, pay for it, man. It's all you vote with your wallet. But so that's what we're in. If I were you, as soon as they pop back up, I'll go ahead and get what I need and be done with it. Hopefully, a year from now, they will be Amazon peg warmers where you can just let them sit up on the shelf. I mean, they set up so long to where they drop below $20, and then that's when I'm gonna army build this shit out of them. I already have 5. I'll probably get like 15 more, so I can have 20 eels. Yeah, I think 20 eels will be enough for something very imposing mission, man. So that's where we're at. So it's a lot of topic over this cobra eel. Why they do it like this, I don't know myself, especially with an army builder, especially with a common army builder. What I can say is they might take the Viper approach and come back around and release one just like it with maybe slightly different colors, or they might give it the black and red flippers this time around. Who knows? But they see there's money to be made with it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna swing back around and do this eel again. You see it, pounce on it. But I would not doubt these things coming back around. I'd rather do it the way I'm doing, get what I really need for my army build, just 5. And then later on, when they're sitting up with dust on them and nobody cares no more, and the nostalgia and the rush of the new figure is over with, and they're just sitting there, army build the shit out of them, then go at it. But I would do that. I would make a hard attack and play the waiting game on the back end of it. Or if you don't even want to do 5, I would hit a hard attack just to get you your 1 so you can have it, or your 2 for you to have your 1 and mint on card, and then wait on the long run to probably army build the shit out of them, man. So that's where we're at on that. It sucks that mines got canceled, but hey, man, I can wait. They'll be here. They'll be here. To be honest, they caught me by surprise where I almost kind of had to rearrange things around. So I'm glad they are delayed to a certain degree. But my collecting comes full circle. Did a favor for my buddy old Jukebox here, man, and he will be sending me one next week, man, hopefully, man, so I can kind of see what it looks like, man, before my other ones get here, man. And that within itself is a license to eel, and that's what we collect for. This is the Savage Land. I'm glad you guys was hanging out with me this week. Wasn't too much news, but we got through it. And another day in the life of the collector. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys received your eels. And if you can, give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you want, hit me up on my Instagram at Geppetto910. Just chit chat with me. I'm trying to bolster up my Instagram following, try to do some talking on there. It's already kind of starting to show up that it's great to have to kind of network with people off of the YouTube. And this is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of every weekly episode of Soapbox. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Savage Land. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Savage Land.